What's good, gentlemen?
What's brockin', bro? How you doing?
What's fucking...
Is it live?
I mean...
We doing it live?
Yeah, I was just testing the levels real quick, but we're rolling.
Fuck it,
man.
we do it live.
Yeah,
Fuck it, we do it live.
we just roll.
All right.
Let's get right into it. This is episode 38 of the Endless Enjoyment Podcast.
God damn.
And I'm your host, Vincenzo. I'm here with my co-host, Kevin Liz.
Hello.
Back in this bitch. We're in a new setting right now. We've only had a few different pod sets that I was going through the other day, but we're in a brand new spot. Me and Kev just moved into a new house, moved out of the old apartment, and yeah, we're here with... This is a New Haven special tonight, yo. We all went to the University of New Haven over here, gang. We got Adam.
Y'all graduated, though. Right?
Sure, we had a lot to talk about, bro.
I mean, dude, we graduated, but you just had a late registration.
I haven't seen you in a minute, dude.
Yeah, it's been awesome being able to come down. You guys really do have a nice fucking house right now.
Appreciate it,
It's
bro.
kind of crazy.
We lucked out for sure.
I've been making myself very at home in your living room, man. Watching
As
Avatar
you should,
and
dude,
shit.
for sure. You're always welcome here. The homies are always welcome here. I want this to be a spot where, people can come and create and have a good time. Just the homies too, for sure. We have plenty of room. I mean, we got
Dude, man, just move in.
we got the double fucking living
really
room.
thinking about moving down here, man.
Just be
I
back
know I
like...
said it the first night, and I thought that immediate thing will wear off, but nah. Over the past few days, I'm like,
Just wait till we go to
this
McKay's.
might be my place, man. Out here in Nashville.
You like it out here?
I really do like it out here, man. It's crazy. I mean, I don't travel much, so that's the thing. It's like I leave the Northeast once, and I'm like, man, I gotta move out here. You know
So
what I mean?
where are you from?
Well, I'm from Connecticut. I've been there my whole damn life, honestly, because I was in Guilford. Shout out G-Town. But now I'm in Branford, and that's cool. I just don't really feel much connection to Branford, but I do love Connecticut, honestly. But like,
Why?
It brings a great question. Why?
cope is why.
That's where you're from.
I mean, like, that's the thing is like at the end of the day, that's where I made memories. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like I'll associate shit with Connecticut that I might not associate with other places. That I definitely won't associate it with other places.
I missed the pizza for sure, man. I mean,
Y'all had one good pizza spot. Maddie fucking, what was that shit? The South Brooklyn? Yeah, Five Bowl, but the South Brooklyn. Where they don't shred the cheese. They just put the fucking fatties on there. Yeah. I was impressed. I'm a New Haven guy. It was like an 8 out of 10. Not by like New Haven standards. It was like... That's what I'm saying. It was like a 6 or 7 by New Haven standard, but like for what I was expecting, it hit. So like it was good to have.
Yeah, that's good.
Y'all got great food down here.
It's no sows though. Shout out Steven.
what have you guys eaten since you've been here?
Well, I'm vegetarian, so I'm putting this dude through hell trying to figure out what we can.
Right.
Oh, it's been raw. It's been raw.
That's not the. Yeah, it sounds.
If you figure out though, it's like so I've been vegetarian almost. Is it June? I think next month will be 3 years I've been vegetarian. So, like, you kind of figure out, though, real quick that most places have options. You just don't really think about it.
Yeah, just nobody's used to having options.
That's the thing is, like most places have stuff you can get. It's just, you don't really, like I say, you don't really think about it until you have to think about it.
How long have you been vegetarian for?
Yeah, like I said, next month I think will be 3 years.
Damn.
Yeah. I didn't even mean to do it.
You were tricked.
I bamboozled myself. I just noticed myself not eating meat more. And, like, I realized, like, damn, I haven't eaten meat in, like, a week and a half. I'm like, fuck it, let it ride.
Feeling better? Like, just feeling good?
It's weird. It's cool. That, like, now it's settled, and I really love it, but... Vegetarians don't like to tell you about, like, the period, like, about a month after you stop eating meat. We're just kind of in la-la land for a little bit. Like, while your body's transitioning. It's weird. It's, like, it's a very spiritual thing, though, so it's cool.
Okay.
Detoxing from meat. I mean...
It's like, straight up,
there's definitely a food
it's like
in
a
America,
meat sweat
dude,
lodge
like,
a little
definitely,
bit.
like...
You start having, like, withdrawals.
A lot of crazy shit going on with food in America, dude. We don't even need to, like, get into it, I feel like.
That's the thing. Like, don't confuse me being vegetarian for being healthy, because I live in America, and, like, I sat on your couch eating fucking cheese puffs last night or whatever the hell those were.
Well, those are good.
Yeah, I mean.
Man, I felt bad chowing down on those. But
Oh, don't sweat it.
I just kept going for one more.
Dude, they're good. They're fucking
But
crack.
yeah, enough about food.
Well, so we got Adam Pawlik. Is that how you say your last name?
Pablo.
Yes. Pawlik, if I'm being true to my Ukrainian heritage, but Pawlik, Pawlik.
Hell yeah.
Remember The Ugliest Americans?
Yeah.
Fuck off! It's just Ugliest Americans.
So it's just
Good.
you guys. Is it just you two then?
What's good?
Ugliest Americans. It's just you two.
Oh, no, it's just Adam.
It's just you.
I mean, I guess it's like I'm the songwriter. That's how I feel about it. And then I just have a bunch of like engineers around me. So Kev's like honestly not really in on the project anymore. Let's be frank about that. But so he made it happen though initially. He hit me up and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna like, was it for like school?"
Yeah, it's for the capstone. I was like, hey, I just want to record stuff.
Yeah, and I had just been accumulating stuff, and I was like, all right, I have like 2 EPs worth of stuff that I want to work out. And we started recording it in late 2019. And I don't know if you guys remember what went down in early 2020, but some stuff that put some shit on hold. So we were originally recording 2 EPs, and we recorded one, got that shit all done, and while we were recording the second one, or while we were getting ready to, COVID hit, so that put that on hold.
We had like a quarter of the second EP recorded.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened. And then it kind of just stopped all studio work.
Yeah.
And then I just transitioned out from that.
Yeah, so basically we had the first EP done, and we're like, well, fuck it. We got that recorded, so Kev mixed, mastered, put that shit out. And then we still had this material for another EP. And my original intention was just drop these 2 EPs and then just never do anything with this project again, just move on from it. But it wound up like the EP, I kept writing, and it became an album. And now I have like the second album's written, and it's halfway tracked or so. And I got a third album that is written. I got an EP that's the thing about, I got a whole whiteboard. Best investment I ever made. I spent like $100 on this big ass whiteboard. Like the shit the teacher would wheel into the class. You know what I mean? Like straight up double sided. I got color coded markers. I literally got one side just Ugliest Americans, and the other side is all the other stuff I'm involved with. But currently, Ugliest Americans only has the EP and the first album, the first full length, and like a single out. But we're recording a bunch of stuff and we're working on it. But it's kind of just, we put it on the back burner for a little bit right now.
So what's the main thing you're doing right now?
My main thing right now that I'm gassed about is I got to join Psychic of Orange like a year or 2 ago.
Hell yeah.
And that's been awesome because I've been a huge fan of them. I've been friends with them. Ken is fucking awesome. They're the best. We got obviously Jed, Jake, fucking Richie Rich, the poor little drummer boy, is in there.
All New Haven's people.
I mean, yeah, all people that went to UNH, which is cool. And it's funny because like before I was even in Psych, I did like a little visual for them. I was just fucking around with like, it was during the pandemic. I was just playing around with like analog like glitch art and stuff. So I made a video because I was just doing that as a hobby. And I did one to a Psychic song and sent it to Ken, and they were like, eventually like, yeah, I might drop this, and they did. And then a few months later, it turned out that I get a text from Ken like, hey, Richie suggested like, that you play bass. It might have been Richie or Jake, I don't remember. I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth, but anyways, Ken hit me up and asked me if I could join the project, and I was psyched because I fucking love Psychic, and I haven't been a fan, you know, watching them.
Basement shows and college.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was in the crowd and shit. You know what I mean? And now it's kind of cool to get to join a band, especially a band that's like pretty active.
I mean, it was like right after Ken released the first album too, right?
Yeah, it was a little bit. Wait, not the first album. No, Because the first album was
What was the first-
Water.
Yeah.
That was like 2018.
Oh, right. Yeah,
I was
right,
still
right.
in school. I hadn't dropped out yet when that shit dropped.
True.
Yeah. But yeah, that album dropped and I was like, oh, fuck. This is fucking dope. And then they did some live shows and that was cool. And then they dropped a Christmas album, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's
And then
it's so good,
And
too.
then they dropped Psychic Advance, which just fucked with my brain, I'll be honest. But I was lucky enough to join at a time where I don't want to give too much away because I'm not at leisure because Psychic of Orange is really cool because like we take like the presentation of everything very seriously. Like we're constantly discussing like rollout and like everything from like music and like individual songs and like shit we can make work. And we just half of our time together, I feel like, is us just sitting outside like smoking joints and just figuring out exactly like the most grueling details of shit, like album art, like what types of fucking stickers we should make, to like every single harmonic thing, like if we should switch the key of a song to this or whatever. And it's just like so hyper focused and stuff. And like
It's professional.
Yeah, we plan it out, and because we plan it out, we ain't done planning yet, so I'm not really at leisure to talk too much about it. But we've been playing a lot of this stuff live. We're working on an album, I can definitely say that, and I feel like everybody in the band will be comfortable with me saying that like it's a very good representation of our live sound more than the other projects.
Word.
So, yeah,
So
I've been
been
having fun with
performing
that.
a lot lately.
What was that?
You've been performing a lot lately with them?
Yeah, we don't have any. You might have a gig coming up that I don't remember, but we've been performing a bunch. We've played pretty much every song. Once we've recorded it, we're like, all right, let's put this into the set list like as soon as possible. And we've pretty much played most of the songs that are that we have done for the album live, and they've gone over pretty well, and they're really fun to play. So, and they make sense for like live stuff because like. This album's like centered around some of the older stuff. It's almost like we have to reinterpret it a little bit and let it evolve for the live setting, as opposed to this album where it's kind of like that was almost like the original like thing for it. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
No, I get it. I get it.
Kev gets it. I got one person on planet Earth with me.
Just trying to, basically just trying to get like the album to sound as much like the live version as you can, right?
I guess, yeah. It kind of captures that, but it's definitely just like we're like playing a lot of stuff like live together and like working the songs out.
Yeah, you're testing it live and then going and track it.
Yeah, for a lot of them, obviously every song's
and
different.
you're playing bass, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I'm doing right now. I'm playing the 6-string little bass, my heart and joy.
Matt.
It's gnarly.
You rock the 6-string.
Yeah, I'm on the 6-string game. You want to get in on this? Come on, pull up. It's a good
guy
night.
put it to the fucking.
We're getting friendly. This is the whole household right here.
Put the Bud Light pants on. We have our roommate, fucking Matt, on the pod for the first time.
Cheers.
That's good.
Cheers to that. Cheers, yeah.
Cheers. I'll drink to that, bro. I hope I didn't show the Cult 45 label. No free sponsorship till y'all give me a commercial.
It's alright, right?
Just
Endless Enjoyment Podcast.
Just remember, Adam, put Colt 45 in every song. Go the Vince Staples route.
Colt 45.
Mention it constantly, and they will sponsor you.
I'm just going to send a bunch of emails. I'll be real.
We got Matt on the pod for the first time. Me and Matt have been working together for a few months now at the Holistic Connection. Y'all get your legal THC 8th Avenue. You already know. But I'm here with my boy Matt, and we're living together now.
Yeah, shout out 8th Ave, shout out Kev, shout out Chenzo, shout out Adam. Let's go.
You really put on the pants, huh? Hell
The
yeah.
Bud Light pants.
Shout out
I
Matt
didn't
and
see
shout
that.
out Mushrooms.
Hey.
Jimmy Roomies.
God bless
Shit,
America.
strictly.
What a time to be alive it is, though. It is. I can't believe it's June already. Like, this time last year, we were getting ready to go to Bonnaroo.
Oh, yeah?
And, I don't know, time just fucking flies, dude. We finally moved out of the apartment, moved into the house. Stoked to have you down here. I know Kev's been saying you've been coming down for quite some time now that you had to come down.
Yeah, as soon as the King Gizzard shows were announced, I was like, all right,
That was
I'm in.
finally the excuse. I was like, all right, I can't fucking put this off any longer.
You guys saw,
I've never been down here,
you
man.
guys saw King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard
Oh my
two
God.
nights in a row.
Lizard, and lizard.
Can we have
Lizard,
Oh, we about to have a whole segment
Lizzie
where me
Lizard and
Kev
the Lizard.
rant about like the best weekend ever.
Give us a
Yeah.
run through of each night. That's what I want. Just a little.
All right.
So
He's running
Army
for cover
crawl.
as any sane individual should when
He's
King
got to get
Gizzard
the.
comes up.
He's got to get the cheese curds.
But all right. So night one, Saturday.
Saturday, we got there pretty early.
Yeah, we got there. We got there like all right. The lot opened up at like 1. We got there about like 2:30.
Yeah.
Just walked around.
Like people fucking like you're in the parking lot or what? Like
Yeah.
Oh, we're just
it's
in
like
we're in a
little
we're,
lot scene.
yeah we're in a grass field.
like people pre-gaming and shit,
Yeah,
It wasn't like some crazy shit like that. but,
tailgating.
Like,
action.
yeah, like some vendors.
there's a
and,
lot of
like,
people that
little
just
things.
set up stores in their cars.
Yeah. It wasn't like no crazy shakedown street like you see at like a fish show or
Yeah.
nothing, but like it's getting there. A
But,
little bit. So like vendors, lots of shirts, pins. I didn't buy a pin, which is shocking.
I know, but you got a lot now.
Yeah, because Kev won
Oh
a
yeah, so
raffle night,
yeah, hold on. So
actually. Lucky dog
yeah, so
Kev.
Saturday, we stopped at a gas station. I bought 4 lotto tickets, and because I'm feeling lucky.
Bro,
And-
the whole time he's doing it.
Yeah, and I was just making fun of me because it's like, oh, it's a lottery. You're a fucking dumbass.
That's fine. You can pay for my potholes, bitch. That's fine with me.
Yeah, and then so anyway, I do 2 scratch offs, don't win. It's like, all right, I'll just say the other 2. But inside the parking lot, there's a charity raffle for just free lot merch. I throw in $25, and I win. I always win.
And it was funny because
We're on a winning streak.
we ran into some people we know, and like I went to the bathroom, and he was still with them at the time. And when I come back to like that group, he wasn't there. I was like, "Where's Kev?" And they were like, "Oh, apparently you won a raffle." I put my hands in the air immediately. I'm like, "I knew one of us would win." And just run over to the car where they were doing it.
But yeah, from that I got about like 5 pins,
A bunch of
a bunch of
and shit.
posters, like limited posters.
Posters were crazy.
Yeah.
Vinyl, the Bonnaroo vinyl.
Oh no, that's
Oh,
something
the-
else. So yeah, in the parking
That
lot they
wasn't the
actually
raffle,
Oh,
but
no.
yeah,
it wasn't
you
a
got
raffle,
that.
but I did
Buzzsaw.
buy a Buzzsaw vinyl.
Shout out Fuzz Club.
Yeah,
I was joking.
But,
Crazy bootleg vinyl.
So that's just. This
so that was just parking lot. That was probably like the first like 2 hours we were there.
Yeah, just messing around, walking
Yeah.
around.
Oh, we might be in a documentary.
Oh yeah, like the lot documentary. These people that like make videos of like, just like the scene on lot and just like people and just do like it's very like old school YouTube. You know what I mean? Where it's
Yeah,
just like very just like random like home video style kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And dude walked up and was like, "Hey, do you want to be in like the documentary, the video?" And I was like, "Oh hell yeah! Like I love these." And we were like, "What should we do?" And he was like, "Well, just be candid. You guys are smoking a joint, so just be whatever. Just do it, like hit it, pass it, like you normally would." Kev hits it, and the guy's like, "All right, action." Kev hits it, goes to pass it to me. I immediately drop it. I had one job.
So you
And
fumbled
that's
it.
the perfect take, though. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
it's-
That I couldn't imagine a better take.
Keep it in there.
Yeah. I hope that makes it. That video is the only proof of me wearing a dress, actually.
No, no, it's
I
not.
hope
It's
it
not.
makes
It's not. It's not.
It's not?
The one man took the photo of us.
Oh, yeah. That's fair.
Oh yeah, I was wearing a dress for during all this too.
It was drag night, okay? This is...
They
It
threw
was,
on a
uh,
dress.
It worked out, so...
I would say, what was the decision making on that one?
It is now, because the court overturned that shit on drag night. So it was a fucking celebration.
I
It was a celebration. That's all it was.
respect.
I'll be honest, that shit was comfortable as hell, though. If I got one with pocket... If I got one
This
with
man was
pockets-
flowing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Is like I dress for comfort. At the end of the day,
Like
I wear-
even
I wear-
King Gizzard said they're like we might just wear dresses every show.
it's comfy as hell, man.
Were
There's
they
nothing wrong with
wearing
it.
them on stage?
Yeah, it was Drag Night.
It's just like everyone was wearing.
No, it literally was. Yeah, no, the whole band was in dresses, bro.
Everyone was flowing in the wind.
It was Drag Night.
Yeah, bro. Celebration.
You do you, man.
Fuck those Tennessee laws, man. But anyways,
Peace, love, positivity for all.
positivity, but
Hell yeah.
acceptance of all. That's at the end.
Endless
of the day.
enjoyment.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
Endless enjoyment. Wearing a dress, dancing around. is
We're in
endless
episode
enjoyment,
38. We're feeling lit. It's honestly like 1 o'clock in the morning right now. Yeah. Oh, don't want to do that by accident. Have it zoomed in on Kevin for the rest of the for the rest of the episode.
Just
Just
I didn't know we were doing that kind of list.
give me the dirty look.
But yeah, dude.
Man, no, Saturday was just, third microtonal, third heavy.
It wasn't in the
Third
caverns
jam.
though.
No,
it was
it was
No,
outside.
those
It
tickets
was,
were
it was
impossible.
outside
to
on the
score,
back.
man.
Yeah, people were saying it was easier to get T-Swift tickets than Gizzard
Yeah,
Caverns.
people who actually went to Taylor Swift were like, those were way easier to get than the King Gizzard.
I
Cavern,
feel like that's
in
two
the
different
cave.
fan bases, but that's very two.
People got kids. You know what I mean? People gotta get Taylor Swift tickets for their kids and shit. But
It was just
yeah,
incredible. Dude, I keep thinking about Boogeyman Sam.
that was a fun jam. They opened with Rattlesnake, which is like, See, even Maddie knows about Rattlesnake.
Matt's
you know what
giving
I'm
his
saying?
input from the background.
That's a banger
Yeah.
to start off with.
No
right?
better introduction for our friend Brian Platt than just 5,000 people just chanting Rattlesnake.
Yeah, over and over again.
They had
What was the highlight
Trapdoor.
of Saturday night?
Highlight Saturday night. Oh, hot take maybe. I hope probably not too hot of a take, but like
Magma?
yeah,
Lava?
Magma for me.
Kind of think that. Yeah, Magma was incredible, man.
Magma, yeah. Boogeyman Sam into Magma was highlight.
Yeah.
Highlight of Sunday night was definitely that river though.
Oh,
River into Wawa,
Yeah.
back into river. Yeah, that was too. Watching the moon rise over that
Welcome
was
back
lovely.
to the pod.
it was just it was experiential.
Yeah.
Also,
We're
the
just
fact
talking
that
about my weekend, man. This is my
Yeah.
vacation.
Also,
We're
the fact
getting this
that,
out of the
like-
way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
getting
Getting all caught up.
even with the rain delay on Sunday,
Rain delay.
that everybody who dosed didn't ruin their trip.
I don't know if I can disclose this, but it definitely didn't ruin my trip. Yeah.
That's up to you, man. That's
You gotta have a positive attitude, man. Like a little bit of rain. Yeah, it's hot in Tennessee. Fuck it, bring out a little rain. You know what I mean?
right. Cool.
And then the
sound.
rain didn't even come. It was
Yeah.
one of those useless rain delay.
Like me and Adam, so we're like, all right, Sunday, we're just gonna get there later. Let's just get inside. We walk into the venue. As soon as we get to the lawn, there's just an announcement that, hey, there's gonna be bad weather. Everybody go back to your cars.
Yeah.
And then
Wait in the car.
it didn't even rain. Like there's nothing.
I heard thunder twice, and that was
Yeah, it was
There
just-
no
Didn't
rain.
even rain.
It was a
Why
fake
don't they wait
storm.
till it rains, dude?
They started sound checking Laura Lightning, and then we all had to leave.
No, but
Reminds me of
Just like Taylor Swift.
reminds me
Yeah,
of fucking Ascend last summer, dude.
oh yeah.
Sometimes they would like call the rain and it wouldn't even fucking rain.
Oh yeah.
they kick
it's
everybody out of the venue. Everyone would be pissed, dude.
Like, yeah.
I feel like most of
Security handled it great though.
I also feel
last
like
night,
most
I'll
of
be
King
honest.
Gizzard fans were just like, none of them seemed mad.
They were just going with the flow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the thing. No one
everyone's
seemed
like-
upset. We were all just kind of laughing at that.
It's all
you know?
one, dude.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like, what are you gonna do? It's weather.
Yeah, it's like,
It's out of your control, man. You can't be mad at weather.
Right? Yeah. Focus on what you can control. So Sunday you went there and you went to just like that was
just-
the rain delay. And
yeah,
then-
that's rain delay.
So rain delay ends, and they had to cut the opening act,
which was fine because no disrespect or no hate to the opening act, but they weren't that good.
They were fine, man. They were
They
fine.
all right,
Here's the thing.
they weren't that good in the context of King Gizzard shows.
There's no. It's
Like,
like
it was a poor opener.
chill. No, they were good. They were good, bro. Here's the thing. It's just like.
No disrespect.
Here's the thing. They only got 2 albums, and they were supposed to be the opener for like 4 nights. That's the only problem. So you're kind of hearing the same songs every night, which is
Yeah.
fine. But like, I guess that's what most people's like kind of beef with it was because they didn't like it. I liked it though. I'm gonna be honest. I enjoyed them. Here's the thing. I checked out their studio albums. I didn't like it before I heard the studio albums. Then when I heard them live, I was like, okay, they're actually pretty damn good. I'll be honest. So like, I don't get
Kev
the
just
hate.
wasn't
People are haters,
Kev
man.
wasn't a fan. It's alright.
I don't get it, man. People are crazy haters.
I wasn't hating. I didn't hate. I was just saying.
You weren't hating, but like, there's crazy.
I said no
haters.
disrespect. I said no hate, and I said they weren't that good.
We rocking a Squirtle shirt out here. See me?
All right. Keep us centered. You're the host, man.
What's
up?
Keep us centered.
I know
Yeah.
it's hard. For
I think
me,
we can move
especially
on from
when I'm
King
like-
Gizzard now because
Yeah, so
we'll
you
go
guys
on
had a
for
good
all day.
time. You're here for a couple more days. Were you guys gonna work on any music at all?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I feel like
I'll
you
be
guys were
honest,
gonna say
man.
you were gonna work on music when.
I work on music all the time.
Well, I mean,
don't feel
I
you.
mean-
I didn't even touch my laptop, and that's where I work on so much
Yeah.
music. I've only touched it to like open it up to charge
Oh.
my phone. I think.
In a bit, get your laptop because we need to talk about your most recent release, Sunshine Complex.
Oh yeah, I just dropped something in like late May. Is that when I dropped it?
I think it was like a week and a half ago.
It's fucking
It is.
yeah, I
It
guess.
is June 5th.
It
6.
feels like it feels like last year already. I'll be honest.
It feels
I don't even think it was 10 days ago.
May. I'm like thinking.
I can literally pull it up right. I will pull up the exact date.
It was like right when we moved
It's
into this
recent
house.
in my Apple Music, so they'll show up quick.
You already chow down those.
May 19th. Nah, May 19th. That was a few days ago. That was more than 10 days. It's like 2
Just
weeks.
inhaled.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I dropped.
But that's also not late May.
It's mid-May. All right,
God
fair
damn it.
enough. You got me. All right, you got me. But yeah, So should I just like run through all this shit I got going on? 'Cause I already said Ugliest American.
Yeah, just
I went
Yeah,
through
whatever you want to say.
Psychic of Orange. Because I just want to get all that out of the way and then just organically have a conversation. Just get it out after that. But
Anything you want to promote? Say.
yeah, let's get the promotion going right now. Let's shout out myself real quick.
Do what you gotta do.
But so I just dropped something called Sunshine Complex, which like I'll be honest, like I kind of started working on this back in like 2017. Like it's just kind of
yeah, no,
slowly
some of it
built.
sounded familiar.
Yeah, that's the thing. 'Cause
Like-
I'll send people stuff I'm working on. It is definitely stuff I sent you like back in like
Yeah.
sophomore year. That
I think it was literally stuff that you were working through like in the dorm.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah. It's been a slow burn, and like it was weird because I was like, I had a couple songs for it. I had like maybe like 3, and then I was like, oh, let me just write a bunch and just kind of try to make this cohesive thing where like write like songs that sounded similar to that. You know what I mean? Just have a full project, and then it just wound up being this thing where like I wanted it to sound super positive, and for some reason near the end of the project as the writing went on, it just started sounding like not as positive. It was just like really negative and dark stuff, and I don't know why it evolved like that. So that back half pretty much evolved to be Ugliest American stuff
Yeah.
instead, since that's like edgy rock and like just where I get all that stuff out so that I can just like be free of it and kind of live a positive life outside of that.
Like Sunshine Complex is kind of more like
It's so overwhelmingly not dark.
Yeah, it's very major,
for
very,
something
like-
I like wrote. you
yeah,
know?
it's like kind of synth focused. I would say
I guess, yeah. It's kind of like it's like this psych
it's like a
pop
psych
thing.
pop.
It's as poppy as I've written
Yeah.
personally. Like obviously Psychic of Orange is very poppy, and like there's definitely like not a lot of overly dark stuff happening
Yeah,
there.
because like positive or positivity. I think it's positive, right?
You're talking-
The track?
the song that you hate is Kevin
no,
about to
no, I'm trying. This is the one I like.
Which one do you like?
Positive?
The opening?
It's 2 different ones.
Yeah,
The opening is called Negative actually.
no, not
Which is
negative.
ironic. Which is very ironic. But I called it that because I was like watching Jacob Collier shit at the time, and he was talking about negative harmony. I was like, oh, cool.
What are your thoughts on Jacob Collier?
I loved him for so long because I just watched a bunch of his lectures and stuff, and like his interviews where he just talked about theory, and I'm a bit of a theory geek. I'm not
Yeah.
the smartest at it, but like I'm really fascinated by it. And I just thought he was the dopest from that. And I listen to his music. I'm like, this is really cool, but it's nothing I would ever put on. Like, it's very interesting, like, stuff, but it's just not usually for me. There's a few things he does. Like, he does, like, a bunch of stuff that's got, like, that D'Angelo, like, Dilla sort of groove. That's, like, really fun.
Yeah.
And shit, where it's just... I'm a sucker for that stuff. I'm a sucker for a basic groove, you know what I mean? So, like, if you can do that well, like, I can't hate on that. I'm gonna love that automatically. So...
Yeah. But anyway, so the song is talking about positive. It's like positively feeling fine.
Yeah, that's the one that's called Positive, yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of like acid Beatles-esque.
It is the Beatles. Everyone brings up the Beatles. The Beatles don't own harpsichords, yo. The Beatles don't own the harpsichord sound. They don't.
Like, the one you were showing me.
Yeah.
Were you showing? Oh, okay. So you were showing.
I've been promoting this more than you.
I know you have. I don't know who you've been promoting it to. Like, you really have, though. That's to be fair. My friends are showing it to more people than me, which is good because I'm a bit lazy with promo. That's where I fall flat.
Well, there was one point like when we had the first Ugliest Americans release where we had 1 monthly listener on Spotify, and that was me.
No, we were killing it on Apple Music, bro.
Yeah.
We got like 3 or 4 at least. 3 or 4. 3 or 4 on Apple Music. We're more of an Apple Music demographic.
What about title?
What about it?
Sounds like the Vimeo of streaming services. You know what I mean?
Pandora, that's so like middle school.
It's so hard to get on Pandora. Like they like gatekeep.
Don't
Get your music on.
Yeah.
Don't talk shit. My mom uses Pandora. She don't pay for it though.
I think it's ASCAP only.
Yeah.
I don't think so. It'd be
gotta, like,
kind of funny.
contact them to, like I can't get my stuff on there. Like I've tried like really hard.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I think my stuff's on
Like, I've
Pandora.
submitted it to it, but they just never actually get it like published on there.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird.
What's your distributor?
DistroKid.
Really?
Yeah.
My shit's on Pandora, bro.
I mean, it's a weird. Pandora
Snapchat's the
thing.
one that's annoying because
Yeah,
they're the one
Snapchat's
that's like,
weird,
"Are you sure you have publishing rights?" It's like, are you a snitch, man?
Are you sure?
They are.
What are you, a cop? Distro kid?
Come on now.
Yeah, don't put me on blast about my publishing rights, man.
We'll get the handle later. Man, oh
But
man.
yeah. Oh, one last thing. I also put out a beat tape a little while ago called Atom on Aux. You got excited there, shit. You want to hear my beat tape later?
Yeah.
Go for it. It's under the name Louis Layer Up, Lewey. Louis Layer Up. It's on Bandcamp and SoundCloud only because again, publishing rights. Because it's just so sample based, and like it's called Atom on Aux, not ADAMATOM because I think I'm so clever with puns and stuff. But so there's that, and I want to put out something later this year called 2023 and Me, which is I don't feel like explaining it all. I don't feel like explaining it at all. I might start rapping again just for that. I just kind of want to put out like one long track with like all these samples I found from this Turkish album by this dude named Baris Manko. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I'm sorry, man. You're a legend. I don't know if you're alive anymore, but you're a legend regardless. But he's got this album called 2023. So I'm like, and I just kind of like was listening to it, and I was started making beats from it. I'm like, these samples are hard as hell, man. So like, I just kind of want to do that and just get it out by the end of the year. Because who the fuck wants to put out an album called 2023 and Me in 2024? You know what I mean?
It's pretty
Yeah.
punk rock.
Oh, it's so inventive.
Pretty punk rock, man.
Shout out Turkish music.
Hey, shout out the Turkish people.
Y'all ever had Turkish food? I don't really know
Yeah.
shit about Turkish food, I'll be honest. I'm ashamed to say it.
Felt a little bit.
Turkey? I've had turkey, man. Every Thanksgiving, man.
I mean, there was the kebab house by UNH. So
Dude, yeah, I never went to. I can vividly
I went to it a
picture
couple
the fucking
times.
you
flashing,
went there a couple times.
Yeah, it
the
was
flashing
Tell
lights
us
of the Turkish kebab
Yeah,
house.
dude, you would just
Bruh.
walk by that shit out of your mind at like 2 in the morning.
Coming
and
back from the studio,
Things been
dude.
closed for 6 hours, but they still got the friggin' LED strips
Right.
popping off.
You know,
Never
I
went
went
there,
there.
not
I went there
once.
like twice freshman year with like Devin and Lark, and it's just dumb expensive, and it's like
Shout
mad.
out Devin and Lark.
Shout out Dev. I miss Dev so much. We were gonna open a Turkish kebab store.
You were gonna
Turkish kebab, man. I miss fucking.
Apparently that place has been there
College,
forever because my parents
Yeah.
have said like, oh yeah, that's been there.
Yeah.
Decades. So
Let's get
It's
into
an
college
establishment.
too about like everything that's happened since then. Also,
Everything.
no, I mean just about how like
everything, Jesus Christ,
not everything.
Don't do that to me. Damn.
Just about like I don't know. Like I can't even remember the last time I saw you, man. Like.
Had to be like a show or something.
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
who
it's a
knows?
thing.
Like that's what I mean. Like I wish like if I could go back, obviously, which you can't. Like I would just like cherish those moments even more, dude. Like the times we would have like house shows and shit. But no one expected COVID to happen,
Oh my god.
and that like
Yeah.
ended Kevin's senior year and like ruined that, and then like pretty much like half of my senior year was pretty much my whole senior year too. But and then so you dropped out. Like what happened?
I was dropped
what
out
happened?
before that.
What? Yeah.
This
what
was a
happened?
nonchalant thing too.
What?
The way you dropped out
Was very
hysterical.
casual.
Yeah.
And
Well,
no
you were
one
the one
was
brought it up
surprised.
earlier. I didn't know you had dropped out. I didn't know.
No, that's
I
the
haven't seen
thing.
you in so long. I didn't know you finished.
So many people didn't know I dropped out because they would still see me at shows every weekend and shit. So like I was always around, or like people I was in bands with, I was still going to band practice and stuff. So the people who would have seen me on campus still saw me like around that area always, so no one realized I dropped out till they heard about it. But yeah, it was super casual. I didn't want to make a thing of it. And like I
Really
still
good.
had friends at UNH. I lived in Connecticut, so it wasn't even a big deal. It was like I could still pull up to see my friends.
Yeah.
Not to say dropping out of college is a big deal, but it wasn't like I couldn't like see like I couldn't
Yeah.
have the
It
same
wasn't like
social life. You know what
you're
I mean?
literally just driving. You're literally just going back like 30 minutes away.
And then
Yeah.
you stop the debt at least.
Yeah,
Just
man.
work.
Amen.
Start working from there.
They screwed me over, man. I would have had to stay there 5 years. Remember that?
Yeah.
Because they didn't have enough spots open in that class. I was like, not falling for that trap.
Yeah,
Cutting it
make you
off.
stay an extra semester or some shit.
Yeah, it literally would have been like they didn't have enough spots open for the class, so I literally would have had to stay a
Yeah, it's like,
year.
dude, what? You're gonna
It's
make me
like-
stay a whole extra semester? You can't just add another.
Because you can't add an extra like 10. You can't add a different number into the
Yeah.
computer to like just make that many spaces open for a class, for a mandatory course for that like program.
Yeah.
So it was
like,
whatever.
They only-
Obla di obla da with that, you know.
But yeah, so the way Adam told all of us he dropped out though was that
It was registration day, right?
it was registration day, and you were just sleeping on the couch that whole semester. Like you had a bed.
Yeah, I wanted to see what that would do to a person. And I dropped out. So I never found out what it would do to a person, honestly.
I think that might have been what it was.
Yeah.
But it was just like a fucking paper plate, right?
It wasn't a paper play. I think it was an actual piece of paper.
Yeah. Anyway, you just wrote a note on a piece of paper that don't wake you up. You dropped out.
Yeah, that's what I did. I literally wrote. It was funny. So like Tyler, Dad,
Yeah.
went to wake us up, and or went to wake me up at least. I was asleep on the couch. He's like, Adam, you have to get up. Like it's registration. And then I was just like rolled over, like and pointed to the wall. And on the wall was just this note I'd written the night before, so I didn't have to explain it first thing in the morning. That just said like, "Hey, I'm dropping out. Don't worry about it. I don't need to register for classes, and I'm still paying rent next semester." So
I remember that was always such a big thing too, like getting up that morning to register for classes. You wanted to put those numbers in or whatever, like as fast as possible and enter and get all the classes that you wanted, like at that time.
Yeah.
And because then if like you didn't get into them, you have to be, oh, what do I gotta do now? Like,
Yeah, you're like,
That
how do
was
I
a-
have to rearrange this?
that was
now
always
so
a
I
big
can
thing. And
finish
luckily,
it?
I always had, I think, pretty good luck. I think up until like maybe senior year, that or so, there was like only like one instance I could picture like where like I didn't get into a class like that I was trying to get into.
Yeah, I got screwed over on a few cases.
I got into every class I ever wanted to.
But that was like, I know what you mean by like fucking certain classes were only available like in the spring, like that hip hop class. Like if I wanted to take that hip hop class, it was only during the spring. So like
class after I left,
it had to be my senior year. Like if I was gonna take this hip hop class, like if I didn't get into it my senior year, then I wouldn't have been able to take it. And I'm glad that I did. But shout out Patty Riv, dude. Patty Riv is
the legend, man. What can you say about Pat Rivers, man?
Such a great guy,
The
dude.
best. Legend.
what a
Groove
class.
Haven was super fun with him, man. I love doing that.
I just wish I did more now. Every time I think about college, I just wish I went out more, met more people, did more, learned more, just like. And now it's like we're here though.
You only do
in
so
Nashville.
much, you know.
We're still young. We get a lot to do. We're
That's
chilling.
relative, but yeah. That's the thing. It's like we're relatively young, but it's like that's not a negative thing. It's like you can be old and still accomplish anything you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's never too late until you're fucking dead, dude. But in terms of like, we're all gonna live to like 100, and we're only 20. Dude, we got some time ahead of
I
us.
want to do 100, man.
I think after that, I'm calling it, dude.
I was having this conversation.
Let me go Chenzo 99.
My mom wants to
I'm
live to
down.
100. I'm like, Mom, don't do that, because then I gotta live to like 70 at least, so you don't see me die, and I want to die before my mom. That's fucked up. So it's like, don't live to 100, Ma. I love you, but like, I don't want to make it past 70, man.
I don't
like,
know.
I feel like I've not lived a healthy enough lifestyle to look good after 70.
Dude,
I'll be
what?
real.
This guy.
You see how I chain smoke out here on this fucking porch, bro? You can only not eat so much meat.
It's healthier than vaping.
Dude,
Not wrong, but
we don't know that.
well, no, that's the thing. Like, we can only assume like
these are the conversations.
we don't know the that's the thing. We don't know the long term effects of vaping. We just know like, okay, there's probably a few things that won't turn out well with this.
We do know that cigarettes are
That's at least we know how cigarettes
booty
are fucking
cheeks.
us up.
Fuck cigarettes, dude. I fucking
Fuck
hate
cigarettes. Fuck vaping. I need to quit smoking cigarettes.
Praise the ganja. Fucking
Praise
free to
weed.
marijuana.
About K2.
Fuck
Shout
K2.
out,
Fuck K2.
shout out K2.
K2 Blazing New
and
Haven.
West Haven
dude.
locals.
No.
Shout
Dude,
out,
New Haven was such a wild time.
The only place to smoke K2 is on the New Haven Green.
Chill.
That's fucked up.
It's the only place because then Brennan Crossman will save you.
Damn, that sounds like real New Haven type shit.
No comment.
No,
No
wasn't there a bunch of people that OD'd in
Yeah, it was like
New
Yeah,
Haven
it was
Green?
fucked.
It was like 60 homeless people over like a half-hour span.
They died.
Wait, which
No.
time though?
They just OD'd on
Face
K2.
They
happened
just started
multiple
having, like,
times.
Just
They're
freaking
having,
out.
like a K2 orgy.
Just freaking out.
They're just
In the middle of
well. The
fucking-
thing that trips me up about that
I
still
got
is
a
that
card after that shit.
yeah. But the thing that trips me up is like, all right, so like there's
Fuck medical weed though.
there's
I'll be
like
honest.
people that like they all
Homegrown.
bought the same like weed, they all bought the same K2, and they're watching other people just like passing out after smoking it, and then they just hit some more.
Like, this shit must be great, dude. This shit must be fine.
Johnny Dye came back to life and said, "That's that shit."
They see some dude just collapse. Like, yeah, that dude was always a lightweight though.
Yeah,
New Haven, man.
takes me at least an eighth to feel something.
Can't believe, dude. It's been already several years since we've all been out. I mean, have you ever?
Well, for
have you
clarification-
ever been over there at all recently? You said I feel you
And
have.
like West Haven, I mean, I'm around like Orange and Milford a lot. I feel like because I work around there. But
You're over in like New Haven by like Max and Brittany too, right?
yeah, I hang out in New Haven a little bit, and occasionally we'll do shows there.
What are
Yeah.
you doing for work?
Jimmy John's.
Jimmy J's.
I'm a vegetarian meat slicer. slash delivery
Meat
delivery
slicer.
driver. That's halfway to being a vegan butcher, which is kind of fire.
Jimmy Jameson.
But yeah, no, Jimmy John's it's all right. I'm not gonna talk shit about it. So
I'd eat it right now.
I make my own sandwich. That's the thing. Is like,
Yeah. So what do you put on the sandwich at Jimmy John's?
all right, so
Just the question, the hard hitting questions.
I do shit you're not allowed to do, like you're not allowed to do for a customer. And I just want to say, first of all, the limited time pesto is gone. And
It's gone
the pesto is gone
forever.
And that shit,
Aaron Hernandez is gone.
they ripped it out from under my feet, man.
Not cool, bro.
What? That was a funny ass meme, dude.
You can't take the pesto is gone. You can't. They ripped it out from under me, man. It fucked me up because I was putting that on the bread and shit. But nah, here's what I do. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Jimmy John's. We got Jimmy John's around here and shit, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we saw one. There's only 2 in Connecticut. I work at the second one in Connecticut. I never see a Jimmy John's in my life, bro, until I saw this one. But I probably saw it. I just didn't know what it was. I probably thought it was like a shoe store or some shit. But it's a shoe store-esque logo.
Yeah.
No.
For a shitty ass. I was talking about like Skechers and shit.
It's literally the logo. The logo
like
is
garbage.
a sandwich.
That's what I'm saying. Like what?
The Jimmy John's logo is a sandwich.
I got
Is
so
it?
much. I got so many Jimmy John's shirts, and I've never seen a sandwich on like any.
Someone pull this up.
Pull up the Jimmy John's logo. I know they got that free
No.
smells poster that's absolutely asinine because
Oh,
I've
maybe
never
I'll take
smelled a
Jersey
damn
Mike's.
thing in there.
The Colin Kaepernick jersey.
Jimmy John's logo.
I'm talking shit about my Aaron Hernandez joke. Dude.
It says Jimmy John's sandwiches, but do you think I read the sandwiches part?
Oh, I was thinking the Jersey Mike's. Not gonna lie.
You're talking about Jersey Mike's. You're not even right. This
Yeah.
dude's talking about
She
Jersey
has a
Mike's
Patriots
logo.
fan.
Anyway.
But yeah, Jimmy John's is good.
Wait,
but
you pull it up?
I pulled it. It's literally
Yeah,
it's.
yeah.
He was
Is it a
thinking of
sandwich?
Jersey Mike's.
But
He's
it says
completely
sandwiches.
wrong.
It says sandwiches on it. So
I
I'm.
saw
JJ.
JJ.
So to quote Sean Persinger, I'm half what? I'm half right.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But so yeah, what I put on my sandwich is. I'll tell you what I like always put on because there's like we always have limited time stuff that I play around with, but I'll put. I mean, I'll do like tomato.
I'm so curious.
I like tomato. I like onion. I didn't think I would like the onion on these sandwiches, but then I had someone
Oh,
make
it
these sandwiches.
gets
they
you a little
fucked
bit of
up and put
crunch.
onion. Yeah, it's good. I like the onion taste a little bit
Yeah.
on the sandwich, but that lettuce just to fill up space. I put the 2 layers of what kind of fucking cheese we have? Provolone.
Yeah, it's just only
And
provolone.
yeah, it's the only cheese we got is provolone. So like, if you want options, don't go to Jimmy John's. I don't know what to tell you. But so I take 2 portions, but I put a little bit of the avocado spread between, like we do on that, in between the cheese.
Ooh.
And then usually when we had the pesto, I'd put that on the bread. So I got avocado and pesto going off. And then I buy myself a bag of those goddamn jalapeno chips and crush that shit up and put it right on top of there. I don't know if I include, I also put the Jimmy peppers on there because I like my hot stuff.
Yeah.
But
Just no meat in this.
no meat, man. It's crazy. But it's all these, I got so many flavors going on in there, so it's okay. But we don't have the pesto anymore, so it's like, I've been putting like the jalapeno ranch on there. I like spicy, man.
The
I put the
jalapeno.
jalapeno chips.
It's
the
jalapeno.
Ever using the bread oven to like toast the sandwich? I hear that's like the.
My lawyer would advise me to not discuss the use of toasting sandwiches in the oven. The supposed use of toasting sandwiches in the oven.
We're about to get like doxxed by Jimmy John's now, Matt.
I mean, that's the thing. I just exposed myself for putting. They were like, I'm gonna be in handcuffs. Like, sorry, you put pesto directly on the bread. That's against protocol. Like,
It's like illegal Lego bills.
literally, that's what it says. Like, if I got in trouble, it would be the equivalent of that.
I think season 4 of Lego Masters is coming out soon.
I am so not caught up.
Lego
Bro,
man.
it's a ride.
I don't
Never
even
seen
think
it.
I made it to the finale of Australian. And,
I
like,
never watched
Australian's the
Australian.
best one from what I watched.
In terms of like,
I just like
in
stopped
terms of-
watching it. My
yeah.
ADHD got the worst of me. So
that's true. It's so good, man. You gotta catch
it
up.
is awesome.
You gotta
I
catch
love
up.
Lego Masters. It's great.
I just have one issue with it.
What's your complaint?
So season 3, half the teams were Canadian. So Lego Masters US.
I mean, like,
Hey, I don't know.
that's come on, bro. Until we have a Lego Masters Canada,
And well, the finale was 3 Canadian teams.
that's hysterical. I think you just gotta take the L on that one. You know what I mean? Like, if it's literally a U.S. Lego Masters and the top 3 is all Canadians,
Yeah.
I feel like if you're American, you just gotta shut the
And
fuck
it's
up
also
and take
host.
the
It's
loss
also
on that
hosted
one,
by
you
Will
know what I
Arnett.
mean?
It's hosted by
Lost
Will
the
Arnett
battle,
too.
dude.
That's what I mean. Like, it's
Canada took over Lego Masters.
Canadians are better at building Legos, dude. I don't know what to say, man.
doesn't surprise me, but it's just like, yeah, no. At that point, I would just accept that and be like, yeah, man, you beat us on our own turf. You know what I mean? We had home field advantage. We had a whole country of home field advantage, and they beat us. Take the L, man.
They just got to change the name.
It's
Lego
off-season.
Masters.
It's
Lego
off
Masters North
season.
America.
Canada would be
That's
dope.
all I need.
I want to go to Canada. Let's
I've been to
manifest
Canada
it.
since
Triple
I was
E
a
in
kid.
Canada. We're coming to Canada soon.
You going to Canada for real?
Nah.
Yes.
I mean, I'm
Manifest.
yeah.
Canada's cool.
Let us know if you want to see me and Kev out in Canada.
Have you ever been there?
We'll get fucked up.
I've been there.
Have
you ever been there?
Nah, I've heard good things about it.
I went like once or twice as a kid, but I think like the second time I went to Niagara Falls, and that was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Niagara Falls.
I did a family trip to. Did you guys go to Braza when you were there?
I remember Niagara Falls. I was very young.
I just remember one. I
Whippersnapper.
remember one restaurant.
Whippersnapper.
Braza, Brazilian steakhouse on the Canadian side.
Okay.
So your menu is just a coaster. That one side's green, one side's red.
Okay.
Green, yeah, green means just waiters will come by with food and be like, "You want like this like little chicken kebab or like you want this like grilled pineapple or just whatever."
Uh-huh.
And they would just keep track of what they gave you, and that would be your bill. But me, my brother, my uncle didn't realize that we wouldn't get the bill until all of us were on red, because it means everybody was done eating. So they just kept bringing food for like 2 hours, and the whole table just kept eating. It was incredible. Just a,
And how big was that bill?
Yeah, right. What's the?
I don't remember, man. I was like 9 years old.
So you didn't have to pay it. So that's
This man was 9 years old.
This man was munching.
The only thing I remember is Braza Steakhouse and LeBron's The Decision.
You were watching it in the bar there.
Yeah, that's when it happened.
I'm taking my talents to fucking Nash City Smash, baby.
All right, let's get back on track towards music.
Music. And
What about music?
So,
Grill me.
what are we working on now?
What am I working on now? Like into the future? So yeah, so Psychic of Orange, we're doing that. Ken is the main songwriter on that, so as they present it, you know, as they keep bringing us songs.
how difficult was it learning bass for the previous written songs?
Not, I mean, like I'm used to like jumping into bands that
Yeah.
already have songs. Honestly,
But again, that, like-
it wasn't hard, but like it was easy too because I got like a general set list of like
Yeah.
songs that the band usually plays live.
Yeah.
So that helped a ton. Yeah, I mean, it's just like learning anything, you know?
Yeah.
You just keep practicing, try to drill it into your head, you know, remember stuff. And just slowly move away from looking at a cheat sheet on your
Yeah.
phone, you know what I mean?
And then what about just like gelling, like live chemistry, like getting the band tight? Because I know,
Just practice,
yeah.
man. Just practice.
But like, did that? Would you say that came like earlier because you've known all these people for years?
What do you mean, like the live chemistry
Yeah.
came earlier?
Like getting that nailed down.
I mean, like, I feel like we did a few practices, and then, like, before doing gigs, I feel like we kind of just jumped into recording
Okay.
first. But all the early recordings were, like, all live stuff, so it was kind of getting two birds stoned as one, as Ricky would say.
Getting two birds stoned.
But, yeah, so it was kind of a little bit of both. I don't know. I'm not really good with, like, a whole timeline thing.
Okay,
but I guess live chemistry kind of came first, but like that like there was already like material that they were accumulating, so like they were ready to jump into recording pretty much immediately.
Gotcha.
So that's how that pretty much went by my recollection.
So you're playing new shit, playing old shit, playing
and
learning all sorts of shit.
Yeah,
and that just helps you
Doing
sharpen
covers.
your
We did a cover
metaphorical based sword.
Yeah, we did a cover set that was super fun. The Cocteau Twins set. So like, it was basically like half the songs were Cocteau Twins and the other half were Shania Twain, and it was just so much fun. We did some Cure songs in there too, because any excuse to play the Cure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but that was a really fun set, and in addition to playing bass, I've just been recording all of our live sets too, and like all of our practices, and just archiving shit. So that's my hobby. I realized something. I don't really like take pictures that often, or a lot like videos or things. I feel like this week I've been taking pictures and videos and shit because I like never really travel much. But even so, I haven't been doing too much.
I mean, like, you didn't like take any videos or like Gizzard.
Yeah, I didn't take a single video.
Yeah.
I think I took one picture of the venue like beforehand, just so I could be like, wow, this is cool nature shit. But yeah, for the most part, I really don't do that. Like, I never think to do it. It's like when something's happening, I don't think, oh, I should get a picture of this, I should capture it like that. The thing I think to do is like record music when I'm doing music. So like, I just kind of like record all of our practices like instinctively, and like record all of our live shows. Like, it's not like super good recordings at this point.
But it's like capturing that moment.
You're just getting ready to jump on the Psych of Orange bootlegs.
Bootlegs thing. It's like I've been archiving shit. I have like I've burned myself CDs. I'll be real. Of like psychic shows just to relive them. But like, I just enjoy that, man. I like live music a lot. I have a very hot take. This might seem ironic. Do you know this hot take?
I might.
I think the biggest step in the wrong direction that music ever took was the invention of recording technology.
Yep.
Do you agree, or do you just?
Oh no, I just know the take.
It is the biggest step in the wrong direction we ever did. And this is what I'm saying. I'm a fucking hypocrite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also think phones are fucking cancer for the brain, and I use my phone all the time. Doesn't mean I can't acknowledge like the truth of it. Because like, it's like, it was strictly to commodify it. It was strictly so you could sell it as a product. And like somebody, and it's like, it's to trick you. And when you go to a show, there's a whole day. There's a whole 100% experience. And like the best like recordings of shit capture maybe like 15 to 20% of the actual experience of like experiencing music like live. And like, I'll be honest, live music means so much fucking more to me. Like, it's just like, I love studio music, don't get me wrong, but like,
well, just that live music has like a uniqueness to it.
Yeah, it's like I've never lived through a studio album. I've lived while listening to studio albums, but I've lived through like live shows and stuff.
I don't know. I would disagree on that point where it's like.
And I know it's a hot ass take. I mean,
recorded music has fucking got me through like every hard time in life.
Okay, but imagine how much better it would be if every time you went to listen to music, you just went to a show. Imagine if you could go to a show every day. Like an artist
like that though, like Kid Cudi, I've never seen live, dude, and his albums have impacted my life so
Imagine
much,
if you've never heard Kid Cudi though, and the first time you heard him was live.
Yeah.
You see what I'm fucking saying? That's how it's meant to be heard, yo. You're listening to 20% of a Kid Cudi show on an album.
That's also like 10 years of not impacting my life, though. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't trade that for just like hearing them like tomorrow in a bar in Nashville. You know
and that's the trick we all fall into, because I fall into it too, because it's just like, and it's nothing wrong. I record music and make music. I just think it's genuinely like, I didn't say it's the worst thing that ever happened to music. I think it's the biggest step in the wrong direction, is what I'm saying. Because it moved us away from like the significance of live shit, I feel like.
Yeah.
And live performances are still dope. A lot of people like to shit on like, oh, people are performing to a beat. That's not a fucking problem. But that's not a problem. As long as you care about your live performance and put heart into it. If you have an instrumental playing behind you, that doesn't fucking matter. You're a performer.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, so that shit, when people complain about like, oh, live music in that way, like versus studio music, like I think that's a dumb argument. but like, there's something about a lot of artists don't like. When I write music, my thing is like, okay, if I was in the audience and I'd never heard the band I'm in before, what would make me lose my fucking mind and like go home and download every fucking album by that band? And that's how I make music. And then I just record that for a studio album. Because my priority is like, if I saw it, because that's the best way to discover bands for me, is like, just like the opener.
Oh yeah.
For an artist, you know what I mean? Like my friend Chesko, like I'll be like, hey, there's this great band playing, like we gotta go check out. He's like, okay, I'll make sure not to listen to them, so the first time I can hear them will be live. And then he becomes obsessed with them. He's like, that's how you're supposed to hear it the first time. Is
Like,
the full experience of it.
Yeah,
and once you get the 100,
though, I would listen to them to show
Well, that's
that I
like-
can be familiar with some of their shit live.
That was me with like King
Who
Gizzard,
cares?
like this on Saturday, where it's like I wanted to go in not knowing any set list or anything.
yeah, just be surprised. That's
So I
different
just
though,
be-
because you listen to them, you know their
Yeah.
songs. That's a completely different.
But it's
thing.
still like trying to just have like an authentic experience.
I guess, yeah. Well, it's definitely that, but I don't
Yeah.
know. For me, it's just like live shit is my priority personally, and that's the thing.
I hear you.
That's just me. That's my department. I feel like
Oh, for sure.
that's all it is. I don't hate studio music. I'm just like way more passionate about live stuff
Yeah.
personally. It's like you can only like jump around and shove people and dance in like a large crowd to a fucking recording so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't like clubs. I like shows. I like live music. That's me.
Yeah, I hear you.
Because every show.
No hate, no disrespect.
No hate, no
Just
disrespect.
just giving a perspective, because I know it's a hot take that I know a lot of people don't agree with. So I just want to put that vantage point out there.
Yeah,
That's
but
all
what
it is.
about like the experience of listening to music just in your car on the way to work? Like, what makes
My
a
car's
live
a favorite place to
performance-
listen to non-live music.
Well, the
Yeah,
thing was,
hands
like,
down,
they
but
still use.
my
From
favorite
my
place to listen to
understanding.
music is in a mosh pit. Like, you know what I mean? Like in a crowd.
Yeah.
Sweaty.
How many opportunities do you get to do that, though?
Go to more shows. That's why I go to every fucking show I can. You know what I mean? Go to more shows. That's the
Money.
answer.
Yeah.
Literally go to more shows. Pirate music, because the streaming services don't fucking pay the artists anyways, and put the money towards the concerts, because that's how artists make money.
Right, merch and touring.
That's the thing. Like, listen to all this studio shit. They don't make money off of it unless they're doing Bandcamp and stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's the thing. If I go to a live show, band's getting way higher of a percentage of my support. That's another thing to consider.
Because you buy merch.
And that doesn't mean you can't listen to the studio shit. I just think you should, if you want to support an artist, you should prioritize going to their show, getting their merch,
Yeah.
because that's how you gotta support them. You know?
Right. 'Cause one T-shirt is like a bajillion streams.
Straight up, like you can listen to an album 100 times. It's like, man, just buy the shirt. That's gonna go. Well, that's gonna be a lot quicker for
Nah,
everybody.
it's more like, yeah, I mean, say I've only even made, being honest, on DistroKid in the last couple of years, I've made what, $30-something, dude, and it's like, dude,
You're swimming in it.
selling
compared to
one
me,
like
yeah.
sweatshirt, one Triple E sweatshirt would fucking cover the cost of everything.
Yeah.
And that's what enough for one fucking beat on YouTube, dude.
Straight up.
On one song I've made on, so like that's like cost of like investing in yourself. Like, dude, I've bought in plenty of beats to songs I've created, and like I've only ever made enough to pay for one beat.
total.
Out of the 100
Of
songs
them.
that I put out, you know what I mean? But that's gonna build up over time, and I view my songs also like kind of like stocks, where like that investment could fucking skyrocket at any moment, dude. Like
Yeah,
any one
moment,
of my
like-
songs at any moment from now could fucking just shoot to the fucking moon. And it could happen years later. You never know when like that's gonna happen, especially with like fucking TikTok
You
and
wanna
shit,
be
shit,
famous,
shit
though.
like that nowadays.
Like, I
me,
know you
and
wanna
me
be-
and this kid talk about it all the time. Me and Matt, yeah. I mean, it just comes with the territory of what we want. And
But you guys like want to be like famous? Cause like I want to be like
I wanna
as
be
successful
low-key
as
famous,
possible
but be-
without anybody knowing who the hell I am when I'm out in public. You know what I mean?
that'd be like some like low key famous shit. Currency has
That'd be
the
the perfect level of fame for me. I don't want anybody to fucking know who I am.
rapper
Sleep
Currency.
Token got the right idea. You can hate on music all they want, but not showing your faces and just doing that—that's the right way to do it.
That's
Like,
See, that's why you
gotta
gotta wear like an iron mask.
That's the
And
thing
just
is
have-
like I also don't want to do like some cosplay type stuff.
Yeah.
I want to be myself while also like not putting my genuine
Yeah.
like identity out there.
My favorite
But
one.
like I'm already going against that. That's the thing. It's completely against my goals is also being a successful artist.
Yeah.
So it's just
Right.
contradicting.
One of my favorite bars, though, from rapper Currency is famous enough that I get in there for free, but not so famous that people keep bothering me while I'm chopping the tree.
Literally, like that's the goal is just like be so wealthy and like still just be able to walk out in public and not get stopped. Just be able to have a normal day.
Yeah, not get berated, but like, yeah, I want to be like, maybe if like even a night like tonight where I'm on Broadway and shit, like a couple people will recognize me and be like, "Oh, you're Chun's over." Like, yeah, what's good? Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a couple pictures or whatever and be like nonchalant
fuck
about it.
that. I do not want to be taking like no
People-
hate, but like I don't want to be
Dude,
famous enough
what?
where people want to take pictures of me.
What do you mean?
I don't want that. Fuck that.
I even love doing
I'm
that
trying
shit
to go
at
on
my
a
show.
walk.
I
I'm
love
trying to
it.
grab some falafel or something. You think I got time to take a fucking picture?
Yeah.
I don't even take selfies usually. I took one picture today. And like,
Yeah.
that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
'Cause I just needed a picture.
I love even like doing like when I'm performing shows and shit when people want to take pictures, even just like with my friends and family and shit, like documenting and taking those
Well,
pictures.
if it's at a show, that's different. That's different. I'm just talking
Yeah,
about like
or even
if
just
I'm
be- yeah,
walking,
being-
if I'm just walking
being
to like
out.
CVS.
Yeah, it's a time and a place though, obviously,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
people being respectful.
Oh, if it's
some
at a
some
show,
people,
then
some
fuck
people
yeah,
are completely
I'm your
disrespectful.
best
But I
friend.
mean, like if it's like at a bar or something, even though like, you're out, like everyone's out having a good time. Well, yeah, why not? Like if it's different, then you're like, oh, you're fucking
But my thing
like,
is
grabbing
like,
breakfast or something.
but my thing is like if I saw an artist I loved, I genuinely wouldn't fucking bother them.
I feel like nah, you can't help but say what's up, dude. Nah.
No,
like,
no, 'cause
literally,
I know,
when I met Mike Gordon from
Yeah.
Fish. He was riding by me on a golf cart, and I literally all I said was Mike, thank you, and that's all you need to say. That's all you need to say. I don't need no fucking pictures. Just hey, thank you.
Yeah.
That's all. That's the thing is if some people just said thank you to me, that would mean the world. If people want to stop and take pictures, it's just like oh, okay.
You're giving your business card. Be like, bro.
I don't know. It's just I have this weird thing. It's like I feel like everyone has the opposite perspective of me. Where like my biggest fear, besides like dementia and like Alzheimer's,
Jesus Christ, dude.
isn't that horrifying?
It
though?
is,
Like,
yeah.
no, that's a reasonable like thing to be your biggest fear.
Just like slowly losing your mind over
yeah,
time.
it's just like it's just losing like that
Yeah.
horrifies me more than most things. And like I should probably
Is
smoke.
re- is
I
re-
should smoke less weed if that's what scares me. To be fair. More cigs, less weed. Jesus Christ.
what?
just
Cigs are the best.
just
No,
moles
they're
only.
not. I wouldn't fuck
Moles
cigs.
Good for
only.
memory and literally nothing else. They're terrible for everything but memory.
Fuck cigs.
So fuck that. No, but my weird thing is, besides that, my biggest fear is being remembered. Honestly, permanence
Dude,
scares me.
Yeah, but dude, after a while,
why I don't want
after
kids.
a while though, none of us are gonna be remembered. It's all like relative to like,
Exactly.
the timeline you're looking at, dude.
But that's why I
in the
wanted-
case of the whole world and universe.
He
where-
just wants to
Exactly,
speed
but
it
that's
up.
why I want to get being
Or-
forgotten over with, so I can just immediately be at
but
peace.
like that's not something you can control once you die, dude. Like
That's what
like-
horrifies. That's why I'm afraid of it because I can't control it. That's why I don't want. I want to be like more than 3 days. Like if I'm discussed more than like a week after I die,
But you-
that's just keeping me away from rest. You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
Yeah, I don't
like
know
they
if that-
say, like you die once when you die, and again when the last time someone mentions your name. Don't mention my name a week after I die.
Dude.
Move on. You can
Imagine
listen to
someone
the music,
like
but
Juice.
don't
Imagine
think
someone
about the
like
music,
Juice
don't
World,
think
though.
about
Yeah,
me.
like Juice World. People have like this man might as well still be alive with the music that's being put out. Not obviously, just
And
like,
that's
not,
why
but-
I'm scared. Because like I know like if I blew up, people would still listen to my music and shit after I passed, and that would really fuck me
And that's
up.
the end. That's
That would
the
fuck
worst.
me up.
That's
That's
the worst.
the ironic part. I
You're
don't-
dead, bro. You're fucking done.
I mean, it doesn't. That's the thing. It won't
Yeah.
affect me, but
Well,
like,
no, it would because
it
you'd be
does a
dead and
thing.
you couldn't perform any of the music for all these people that discovered you. So you'd just be
I mean, that
letting
does
them
count.
down.
Dude, I
But
would
that blows
kill
for
to
those
go to a
people.
little
That's not
Deep
really my
concert,
problem.
dude.
You'd
a
be letting
fucking
them
Juice WRLD
down.
concert again, dude. I would kill to see some people like that. You know that fucking aren't around anymore.
Absolutely, but I'm speaking for myself, and like I, as an artist, like no, not even as an artist. This has nothing to do with being an artist. This is a human thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just like permanence, kind of like permanence is goofy as fuck to put it. Like that's the only.
I think, dude,
it's the only word I
nothing's
have for it.
permanent though.
Exactly, though, but
Nothing.
that's the thing. But like, memory is permanent. That's well, memory isn't permanent. I literally was just talking about Alzheimer's, but
Jesus Christ.
but like, memory is like. I drank 2 Fours for
So
this
that's what
podcast.
we're
if
going. You
couldn't
keep
tell.
talking about permanent stuff, but that's just not a thing that's
It's not a
actually
thing,
real.
but,
Dude.
like, that's
the thing
is,
about
like-
it's dope about this moment
But
right
here's the
now
thing:
is
if
like
people
we're
don't talk about
never
me, then
gonna
it
experience it again.
persists. If people keep talking, phrase that wrong. If people keep talking about me, it persists.
But
You know what I mean?
and eventually those people are gonna die.
But that's what I mean. Just get it out of the way. That's what I mean. So let's just get it out of the way.
I know, but you can't
immediately.
control
Once I'm
it,
dead,
dude.
move on.
You
There's
can-
so many talented artists that are alive that will actually
Title the-
need your support. Stop listening to me. I'm dead. Ain't nobody getting shit
Title
from
the
that.
episode. I'm deadly. What is that?
What's the title?
I'm gone. Leave me alone.
Stop. Here's the title of the episode. Stop listening to my music when I die. That's episode 38.
Bro, but what if
Adam
it's your
Pawlik.
funeral and you're in your coffin and
If
you
it's
fall
at my
out of the
funeral,
bottom and
then
that's how
you-
you become famous?
At my funeral, you can do one song.
Can I
And
bootleg-
you can do one song involving me to remember like me and my music, and it has to be an AI generated version of me doing Rapper's Delight in its entirety. That's the only.
Can I
if
boot-
you?
I
That's the
support
only
it.
song of mine you're allowed to listen to after my funeral.
Can I
That
bootleg
has
your
to do with
funeral?
me. You
This
can.
man's calling.
I can't
in
get
there.
against that.
It's getting late.
Yeah, we should probably call this soon.
Yeah, I kind of want to smoke and hit the sack.
Facts. I got mad energy still, but
So I still need to get to the most pressing topic of the evening.
no, we
What
need to.
is the
Oh my
most
god, it's
pressing
the
topic
bass
you-
sound, isn't it?
It's the bass sound.
Oh my
Is
god.
the what?
The bass sound.
So track two, can we just pull up this song?
Are you gonna sue us for copyright?
I'm not gonna sue you for copyright, man. I'm absolutely not.
Can I take a piss real quick? Take a pee break.
Absolutely. This
Time
I might
out.
have to pull up this bass sound, yeah.
Making a Jimmy John sandwich.
Hold on, Matt. Real quick. I want your thoughts on this real quick.
Alright.
This bass on my phone speaker. Do I have to have the phone speaker?
Yes.
I almost twerked in front of the camera.
He hates this bass sound so much.
Digital footprint.
Alright, just give it to him.
Is this psychic?
I hate this. No, this is the Sunshine Complex.
The bass isn't in yet. Did you listen to it on good speakers or just phone?
AirPods.
No, fuck off.
Oh, AirPods, you got good bass, right?
Yeah. And on my Bose speaker,
Oh, okay.
where the bass is
Fair
fucked
enough,
up
fair
on
enough.
it though.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Where the bass is just a buzz.
You just hate it because one note, I feel like. If it was multiple notes, you wouldn't hate the sound of it.
I just hate that one note.
That's the one note you got.
Yeah.
So live with it.
This is very Beatles-esque.
This is the one he was talking about. This is the Beatles song. Yeah, this is basically just an interlude, honestly. But like, it fit. You hate that bass sound so much, bro.
This
Dude,
reminds me of my like experimental beat tapes that I have on SoundCloud. Like I have so many beats that are just like weird as fuck Adult Swim like interlude. Like,
Yeah,
tracks.
dude, that was basically where this like one interlude went.
This is just like nails on a chalkboard for me.
That
I'm-
bass sound kills you.
I'm having a bad time.
Do you hate the
More like
track?
bad
But here's the
trip
Do
thing.
you like the whole
But
track?
here's the thing.
Do you like the track besides that?
Oh, yeah, I fucking.
You can't, the bass is so intrusive you can't even say yes. It's not that bad, bro.
I don't know.
I get it. It's
But see,
divisive.
but aren't you like glad that your music is eliciting emotional responses?
It's literally
And-
infuriating. That's a good point.
I definitely need to go to bed now.
It's
Oh
literally infuriating.
wow.
See the harpsichord though.
That
And
is
the mellotron.
Beatles-esque. Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
In this manner.
It
Yeah.
is very Beatles-esque, but they don't own
This is very Sgt. Peppersy.
They own like the harpsichord combined with the mellotron.
I don't feel like listening to it, but that bass
Yeah.
sound.
So I have one question regarding the bass sound.
Yeah.
Why?
And was it inspired by Life of Pablo?
Was it inspired by Life of Pablo? That Life of Pablo could have not possibly been less on my mind.
How's it not always on your mind all the time?
What
That's fair,
went
that's
into writing Sunshine Complex?
I don't know. I wanted to do something different, and I don't know. I just wanted to get out of my comfort zone and do shit I thought I couldn't do.
Okay,
yeah.
hell yeah.
I just didn't think I could do it, so I wound up doing it.
And
That's
then-
all it was. And that was the thing. I worked on for like a few years, and then eventually I was like, oh shit, I did it, and I just put it out.
And then was that mixed and mastered by you, or was it
Yeah.
outsourced?
No, I mixed and mastered those. Everything on there is me, except for tracks 3 and 6. Shout out Donnie. He programmed the drums on that.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw you some money, Donnie. Don't get mad at me. I needed to go on vacation. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Donnie. I need money.
So what's like your mixing process?
My process, depends what I'm working on, but I like to mix in Pro Tools, honestly.
Yeah.
I mix, I don't know, whatever the track needs, really, man. I'm not too over the top with my mixes. I'm not the greatest mixer in the world either, but I also just don't. I don't do a ton to my stuff, honestly. I should do more, maybe.
Got it. It's like what do you,
Like, I don't know. I like a
What-
little bit of compression. I don't like over compressing shit.
Yeah.
Like, at the same time, once I get to the mastering process, I sometimes just limit the fuck out of stuff. But that's.
do you ever get the
fine.
fat filter limiter?
I know I do because I'm abusing the Waves L2. I really am. I just use it on fucking everything I need a limiter for. But I would rather have the Pro L2 to at least switch it up.
What's your favorite compressor?
For what? Like, depends. Like, I mean, like
Crazy compression.
hard.
Hardcore. Pushing it.
I mean, my instinct either wants to say like any like 17. What is it? Is it the 1776? That was that's the year the country was founded. The fucking 73. No, that's the EQ, right?
86.
I feel stupid now.
The
That
BFA?
No, but it's like the general, like compressor that everything. Like,
The
ones
LA2A?
either not the LA2A. It's the one that either has the black face or like the silver with the blue. You know what I'm talking about? I'm pretty sure it's the 70s. Wow, I'm ashamed of myself.
Yeah, I know what you're
I'm
talking
a
about.
failure.
I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, no, I use that a lot, and like honestly, the SSL mix bus compressor is fucking just wow. Like it's really nice. Like you like if you really need to push it hard, like that one can take it for sure.
Yeah.
So I like that one a lot, and I like slowing down. I like the slower attacks on it, like 10 or 30. So depending, obviously, but like usually on a mix bus.
Oh yeah.
I don't really go too hard on stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And then mastering, I don't know, like some mid-side EQ, fucking multi-band comp, saturate, tape emulation, yada yada. Yeah. It's boring
Well,
shit.
yeah,
It's boring shit. Yeah, I know it's
basics.
interesting shit, but it's boring shit coming from somebody like me who's not like super. I'm not gonna tell. If you're into mixing, I'm probably not gonna tell you anything you don't know already. So it's not really interesting coming from me.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Then 'cause I know we were talking about this yesterday actually. Like keeping with like the idea of music and bands and everything. So like with all the different projects you have, like all the different Sunshine Complex, Louis Lair / Adam on Ox, Psych of Orange, Ugliest Americans, like what happens if one of those just takes off and it's like you can make it like you can make a living off of one of those projects? Are you gonna just kind of start disregarding more other projects, or is there like one that's like above all else, like this is the one that I believe in? Like
Here's the thing, I wouldn't even consider it Like, obviously, if one takes off, then that's the one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At least in that moment, that's the one. That, like, okay, then we should probably shift all priorities towards this one that's popping off. I mean, not even necessarily, like, obviously for our own benefit, but, like, obviously, if people want that, give the people what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we got to shift it towards that. But, like, I wouldn't really consider it, like, disregarding, like, other stuff because, like, I'm willing to take my time on stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't really, like Ugliest Americans hasn't put anything out since, like, 2021. And
True.
I'm being honest, we're not putting shit out this year. It's not getting done this year just because it's not my priority.
Didn't you have a tweet saying?
I say a lot of crazy shit on Twitter. Don't hold a man to his Twitter. Don't hold me to my tweets. That's uncaught. That's the new amendment.
I have to listen to this crazy bass line.
You heard the bass line already, yeah. Let's not talk about the bass line, man. We can move on.
Please.
From that.
The 808 and out the gate.
The friggin' Fruity Loop Citrus.
Yeah.
This guy, Matt, we'll get Matt on his own episode soon. Once I get back from vacation, I'm about to go on vacation.
But yeah, if one takes off, then, I mean, obviously I'm just gonna...
Yeah.
That's the focus. Because then if something's taking off, then how the hell am I supposed to not be most excited about that?
Right.
If I'm being honest with myself, I'm gonna geek out a little bit if something starts taking off. I'm like, oh shit, here we go.
So regardless of what happens.
Regardless of what I've said before about, like, not really wanting to be famous, like, but that's just long term.
Yeah.
Like, I can deal with short term fame. I can deal with that. I think.
Like, ideally, would you be
even though that would kind of suck because that's like, oh great, now I gotta go
like
back.
perfect
to being
world
a
for Adam?
nobody
Is it
artist.
just one hit wonder?
No, I don't think that's my perfect world. I want to have like one album people love.
Okay.
But that can be a different album for everybody.
So like a King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard.
Yes. Yes, I want to drop 3 albums a year and do that.
So,
Honestly, I would love to.
Regardless of what happens, what are like the goals moving forward? What do you want to do?
Regardless of what happens, goals. I just want to have a job in music. I don't really set goals in stone necessarily. I have a lot of things that I think would be a lot of fun to do, that I would love to do, and like I don't really care which one I get to first necessarily, but like thinking about goals is kind of weird for me because it's like as long as I'm happy, it's like, and I have some things I think would make me happy, but like at the end of the day, like goals are fine as long as you're not going to be miserable if you don't get exactly what you hope for.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. It's like I have goals, but I'm not going to be like super butthurt if I get to the end of the road and I'm like, damn, I missed it by this much or something.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Yeah,
be like, I
open
gave.
mind.
Yeah, I'm just going to do the things that excite me in that moment and just follow. Because all we have is.
So
the
what are
moment.
some things that you want to do soon? Like just keep performing?
Absolutely, just keep working on music. Keep doing more shows with Psychic of Orange because that'd been great. Keep recording that. I want to get a live thing going for Ugliest Americans. I think that would be fun. But besides that, just keep working on music, moving on to the next thing. Because like that's the thing. I don't take too much time to be proud of myself, and that's kind of a flaw in my thing. Because like my brain is always just thinking the next thing.
I'm in the same boat.
You know, it's like I don't like take the time to cherish like what I made. Like once it's out, it's almost like okay, now that that's out, it's
What's
almost
next,
like
yeah.
it's like what's the point of me listening to it? It's already done, you know. It's already there. It's like unless I gotta go back and like perform it and like run it through my brain, there's like not too much to gain unless you just enjoy listening to your own music. Don't get me wrong, I definitely listen to my own music occasionally, but like,
Yeah.
It was like we were
but
talking
like
about.
I'm like my brain is more just on okay, now where do we move from this? And usually if I'm listening to my old stuff, a lot of time it's like. So I can just give myself context of like where I'm at or where I was so I can know where I want to go. So
I hear you. I was doing the same shit, honestly, like earlier today and yesterday. Just listening to some early stuff that I put out. But always like moving forward. And that's why with this next song, I'm gonna push it hard, dude. Like I'm really just gonna just every day post about the song, dude.
just
Like,
constantly promote. You're a better promoter than me. I put stuff out, text it to a few people, and then just like I have this weird thing. That's why I need a manager or something. Like if I really like wanted to like put out more and like build the audience, or like if I built an audience, I would need a manager because I wouldn't know how to communicate with them that I got stuff out and like how to tell them. I'm a very bad salesman. That's my problem. And I need, and like in this business, you gotta be a salesman. You gotta be an advocate for yourself.
You're an entrepreneur and an artist.
Exactly, yeah. And like I kind of suck at the entrepreneurial part, which
It's
is
a balance. Yeah.
that's the thing. It's a total balance, and I need to get my head together on that.
Yeah. So like when you go back to listen to old takes, old tracks, how much of that is it just like trying to figure out like where you were, like what you were feeling during that time, and like how much is it like reflecting on it? Like, do you ever think about like how like improvements to be made like for future for like live acts or?
Yes, definitely. I'm always thinking about like
Because I know like we were talking about with like Paperclip,
yeah.
how it's like if we re-recorded it, we could do so much more with it now.
That's the thing. We literally talked
Yeah.
about re-recording that EP so much, and that in a way, that's how I know that we probably shouldn't. In a way,
Yeah.
Because I captured the moment. Of what it
exactly
was.
right. Like the fact
I
that,
think of the same
the
shit.
fact that we feel that way about it means there's probably something raw and organic about it. Like maybe like a remix or something, but re-recording it wouldn't be right because that's a different. Like
Yeah.
like the source material is a completely different energy, you know.
You just work on new shit too. Wow.
Yeah, we tracked that in like 2019.
Yeah.
Like 2020. Like everybody's a different person. Every day you wake up a little bit of a different person. Like so.
I
Well,
wish
we're gonna
it
have
was
a
years
different
ago.
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe it would be better today, but it wouldn't
Yeah.
be the same. You know. So why? Maybe we could re-record it, but like. You know.
Yeah. But then do you still ever think about like tweaking things for like live shows? Because like
Yeah, a
with like
little bit.
Paperclip, it was very much like studio. At least for Paperclip Reprise.
Yeah, there was
Like
some,
that's very
weird
much like more like
things
studio
in it.
parts where it's like
My thing is like when I write it, I think more about the live stuff. But when
Yeah.
you're in the studio, like you got to capitalize on that.
Yeah, 'cause that was, like-
you have more potential in there.
the acoustic
Different
the acoustic feedback.
Yeah,
Like I think that was mostly because we were like we can just add it in.
yeah. We literally spent a whole like 3 or 4 hour studio session just recording feedback with an acoustic guitar and an amp. And just trying to find the best little bits of it
Yeah.
to edit in to the recording. And
Like,
it worked out well, but it was
just
very
something funny.
annoying-
It was just
It was a
something
very
funny.
annoying 4 hours
Yeah.
for anyone in the
I'm
vicinity.
sure.
It's just screeching and shit.
But also like we were literally laughing in the middle of it. At just the absurdity of it.
Yeah,
So at least you were self aware.
it's fair.
Well yeah.
Anything else we want to get into, boys?
Man, we've been going for an hour and a half. You can wrap it up.
We can wrap it up. We got one. We got a final one. This.
We could roll one up. I'm trying to roll one up.
We're trying to roll one up.
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
Wait, hold
Wrap
up,
it
hold
up.
up. Do you freestyle?
Nah.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say like that's how we're wrapping it up if you do.
Freestyle? Nah.
Oh no, I don't
definitely,
freestyle
like,
either.
have and will but it's just for fun. And I think a lot of great ideas come from just like when you hear a beat from the first time, just fucking around and just saying what comes to mind.
Definitely.
That's how I probably start writing a lot of songs too.
Same.
But like, I'm
not really
never
rapping, but
confident
saying,
enough
yeah.
to just be like, yo, I'm out to gay Vinny Chen's like.
Oh yeah. No, but I agree.
When I
Like
died-
Action Bronson the video you guys were playing yesterday, like this
Hold on,
man's
hold on,
just
hold
saying
on.
some
What was that
outrageous-
line, bro? What was
When
that
I
about?
died, changed my suit at the wake 4 times.
That was that's
It's not.
crazy.
It's not me rapping. It's the parrot, dude. Like,
It's not me rapping.
A parrot on my shoulder.
this man was just going though. You know what I mean? It's like
His
you really have.
headphones fell off. He was like, "Hold
Yeah.
on."
You really have to tap in there and not give a fuck about what you're saying, dude. And that's just
Yeah.
like I give way too much of a fuck about what I say.
Always
Yeah, I
wearing
get
white
my own
clothes. Crush cocaine, stick it up your right nose.
it's like here's the thing. Like,
Aerobics by the ocean.
I've heard people talk about it, like I'm pretty comfortable like improvising like on guitar or bass and just like freestyling in that sense. But like when you do that, you can kind of, and I've heard someone else say this isn't my idea, but like you can kind of hide behind your instrument almost in a way.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Like you can just hide behind like, oh, I know these notes will sound good.
Yeah.
I have this technical skill. When you're freestyling, that's all you.
Or you can even
There's
just like
nothing to hide behind. That's you. That's your words. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Whatever you-
it's
Yeah.
like the most authentic.
I remember
like,
one time in episode like 4 of this podcast, dude, one of my buddies and I like did a quick freestyle on there just fucking around, dude, and someone like commented on Instagram like that was the worst fucking freestyle I've ever heard.
oh, so
And
now
fuck
you don't
you.
freestyle.
We
Is
were-
that-
And I said that on the same thing. I was like, I don't freestyle, but I'll fuck around and have fun, dude. So fuck you, whoever's fucking talking shit, dude. We're just having fun, dude. And it's
There's
like,
nothing that makes a person more angry than a motherfucker enjoying themselves. There is nothing that
and
makes
you know
don't
what?
have
It says a
haters, you
lot
don't have
about
fans.
them. It says a lot about them, dude.
Straight up, it's all their fault. If they're mad at someone smiling at something themselves is doing, that's on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I hope you can find
if
some joy in
Vincenzo
it.
enjoying himself has y'all like disgruntled, that's a
Disgruntled.
big you problem. You know what I mean? That's entirely on you.
Yeah, you. hear-
That's enough projection for a fucking IMAX theater, dude. Like,
Damn, son. You heard it here on episode 38 of the
what I'm
Endless
saying, man.
Enjoyment
Just
Podcast.
enjoy enjoyment. You see somebody enjoying themselves and not causing anybody else disenjoyment.
And if you don't fuck with them, like, go enjoy yourself elsewhere. Like,
Straight
why do
up.
you have to get involved in other people?
That's the thing.
that are
Even if you
enjoying
don't
themselves?
like somebody, like, even if like that, yeah, there's a lot of people I don't like, but still seeing them enjoy themselves don't get me mad, man. What Tupac say? Like, I just because I don't want to see you at my table, don't mean I don't want to see you eat. You know what I mean?
You need elsewhere.
That's the thing. I don't want to see you living bad or not enjoying
Well, it's
yourself. I
also-
just don't. If you don't fuck with you, that's just we gotta be separate. That's all it is. It ain't no hate.
it's also just like so much more energy to just hate something than to just ignore it and
Oh my
focus on other
god.
things.
Right, yeah. If you really truly hated something, you would probably just ignore it and leave it alone.
Yeah, hating
And
is
let-
a full time job.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a fine line between love and hate,
You
man.
gotta figure out what
It's a
you're mad
fine
about
line.
half the time.
All love here.
That's
I'm glad
the-
you
Don't
came
fall
through.
into that trap, y'all. Don't fall into the hating trap.
It's
We
good.
all do. We all do it. Everyone, it's too easy.
No
sometimes.
disrespect.
Too easy a joke.
No disrespect, no hate.
Shout out Kamikaze Palm Tree. Y'all were actually great.
They fucking suck, and I hope they die.
No, Kev.
Let's talk
Kev.
about the opener still. It's
Shout out to the
No,
openers.
That was
Yeah.
a separate quote.
No, yeah, that was a separate quote. But yeah. Also, yeah, if you guys go to live shows, show up in time for the opener. Give them a shot. You know, what do you got to lose? What you
Might
mean,
find
you get
something
there an
to-
hour earlier. How important was that? You know what what's the difference between
Right.
showing up at
Show
8
up on
and
time. Show
Yeah,
love.
why show up at 9? Just show up at 8. You know, you might have a new favorite band. You never know.
And listen. Just listen. You don't have to talk while people are performing.
That was the worst part of it, man. It was just everybody ignoring the opener.
Right, yeah, that's tough, man.
That's
was-
brutal. Like, it was hard, man.
I've
Like,
dealt with a lot of that shit before, too. and it's-
yeah, we've all been there. It's hard to. That's the thing, man. Especially when you're a performer and you're like, oh god, when that shit happens, you're right on
But-
stage in their shoes, like in your mind. You understand.
But would you say it's on the performer to grab the attention of the audience?
For sure, but like
No,
doesn't.
sometimes,
Here's
like,
the thing, to an extent. But why is the audience gotta be a dick? You know what I mean? Like ignoring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
clearly can. You notice it's going on.
That being said, to put like it is obviously you're a performer. Your job is to give them a performance that they're into.
Yeah.
But,
At a certain point, though, it's like too much, though. Like
at
you
a certain
can-
point, it's just disrespect. You know what I mean? And,
It's
like,
tough, man. Especially I've had like handful of openers from when I'm performing at home.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a lot of my family's there to see me, and like there's like I have a handful of people coming before me.
Yeah.
So it's like
That's the thing. When
it's
I
a long
perform,
wait.
I love when I perform.
Especially
I'm
for-
so excited for the other people on the bill just
Oh,
to
yeah.
watch them.
Well, it's
It's
like
my
you
favorite
gotta-
part of
you gotta
performing. I get to
support
go to
local
a free
artists.
show. I get paid to go to a
Right.
free show. That's what's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm there supporting everybody.
it's like
Straight up. I'm in the crowd. I'm getting more hyped than half the crowd members. You know, right?
Yeah, support local music.
I'm
Like,
there.
without local music, there's no like global music.
My
Yeah.
boys now.
It
Always
all
supporting
starts
the boys.
somewhere.
Show love to the local artists. That's what we do. That's what we do.
Any local artists you guys want to shout out? You guys want to shout out anybody?
Stephen DeRose Jr.
Love them. Gotta love them. I just want to say, shout out the city of Nashville and any fucking creative people that want to come on the pod and have good conversations, whether we agree on shit or not.
Can I shout out some random artists from CT?
Of course,
down here.
Yeah.
If I gotta represent a little. Shout out to them airs. They just dropped a fucking masterpiece of an EP a little while ago. Viper Island, I think it's called. Check that out. And there's this band called Jealous Mind. They're this hardcore group, and I saw them play at I don't remember the name of the venue, but I saw them play in New Haven, State House. That's where it was.
Okay.
And they were really cool. And I just want to shout them out because I thought they were fucking awesome, and I saw them play once, and they really impressed me. So, I that's the thing. It's like I only saw them play once, so it's like you gotta shout out the people you only saw once to make sure other people make sure to see them at least once. You know what I mean?
Yep. I like to shout out the
Mount
band
Worcester.
Stammer. I like to shout out Scioto Breeze. I'd like to shout out M Chambers. Started playing at Acme. Incredible R&B.
Okay, word.
Great cover of About Damn Time by Lizzo.
Oh shit. Okay.
That song's always great live.
yeah. You can't.
Always.
You can't miss with a good performance of that.
Then I'd like to also shout out Lost Soul Music and Paralysis Thrash.
Hey yo.
This dude came ready to
Steve
represent.
Orega.
That's
I'd like-
what's up, man.
I'd like to
two
shout out.
bands.
I'd like to shout out Leg the Band.
You guys do enough.
I'd like to shout out.
That's a good. Yeah.
I'd like to shout out the band Moxie. And then
Shout out the new crib.
Shout out Two Headed Girl too. I fucking love Two Headed Girl, yo.
oh, dude, that's
I'll
good,
be
great.
honest.
Oh, I like to shout out Church Girls.
Gotta love 'em.
yeah, the motherfuckers are open for Streetlight.
Yeah, they were
right?
great.
Yeah,
they were great. Shout out Streetlight.
I mean, yeah.
Always shout out
Streetlight got
Streetlight.
their support. Fucking local. I mean, you are from Jersey. I guess that's local.
They are local.
technically.
Shout out Theory and Context. I don't know if they're making music anymore, but
I mean, it's really hard for me to tell you to shut the fuck up when you're showing this much support. But you're going on awfully long.
yeah.
You know, it's
Let's
like
wrap
it's,
this
it's a
fucking-
beautiful, it's beautiful and wholesome, but like,
Let's wrap it up.
it's like you named Streetlight Manifesto. Like at that point,
Yeah.
it's like, all right, these people have been
Shout
around
out Kid Cudi.
been around for decades.
And then shout out
People
Kevin
know.
List.
Yeah,
There
that's
will
what
be
I'm
music
saying.
on the way.
I'm from Connecticut, so shout out John Mayer, local artist from Connecticut.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, you never know, man. The relationships that will stem from this podcast. This was episode 38 of the Endless Enjoyment Podcast. I am Vincenzo. I'm here with Kevin List.
And we just finished our interview with Adam Pawlik of Adam Pawlik Music of Psychic
Oh
Orange.
yeah, follow me on Instagram. That's where that's pretty much the hub for everything I do. I post live
yeah.
shows there and stuff
put
that's
the
coming
link.
up. That's if you if you want to be caught up on my music stuff, go there. If you want to be caught up on my insanity, find me on Twitter. I'm not telling you what that's called.
I guess
But my
Americans
Instagram's-
USA.
That's not even accurate. So okay.
Link in the description.
Exactly. Just go to my Adam Pawlik Music on Instagram. Figure it out from there.
Ugly Americans
That's-
USA.
We here from Nashville, Tennessee. We in the new
It's not
crib.
my Twitter, bro. It's not it.
I thought it was. I deleted
If
Twitter,
you-
so
yeah, it's
We at the
whatever.
new house. We're gonna have Steve Orego and fucking Matt Carson on the pod.
breaking news: Steve Orego will move in August.
Yeah, breaking news. It'll be here before you know it. Thank
I used your shower before you, Steve.
you. Yeah,
A
me
lot of
too.
people
I love
have.
it.
It's not your shower no
It's a
more,
great
Steve.
shower. Enjoy.